Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Callie and I love to read a lot. After seeing how many series I'm in the middle of, that is absolutely nuts. So I've decided to do a reading vlog to try to finish up some of these series and hold me accountable. Let's take a look at some of the books that are on our list. We have all of the Zodiac Academy books, which actually the next book is Dark Fae. That I think we're going to be taking a hold before book 4 and continuing Dark Fae. I'm not in the mood for Legacy of the Gods. We do have The Mischief in the Everseas series. I don't know. I think it's going to be a duology. Scythe and Sparrow, Saving and Redeeming 6, A False Start, the When in Rome series. I have 2 left in that series. Magnolia Parks. So now that I have an idea of what we have left, I think we'll start with something short and quick though. Something to get our juices flowing. It's actually disgusting. I think we'll start with Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. I read When in Rome and absolutely fell in love with this town. It says a small town sweetheart and an emotionally unavailable bad boy try to find some common ground in this chemistry-filled romance. So our FMC Annie is the sister to Noah from book 1 in When in Rome. And the MMC Will is a bodyguard for Amelia Rose, who was our FMC from When in Rome. I think this is going to be super cute. It's pretty short. It's less than 350 pages, so I think we can fly through this and knock off one of the books on our list. So yeah, I think we'll just pick this one book for now and kind of mood read the rest. I've had a really bad track record with making TBRs, so I think from now on I'm going to start just more mood reading it and picking books as I go. So let's start with this and I will bring you back for an update. So far, this book is so cute. I just read 29 pages. So we have Annie. Annie is our FMC. She owns the flower shop next to her. I think her brother owned a bakery. And she loves her job. She loves her family. She loves to sit home and read at night. The only thing she's missing in life is somebody to share it with. So she decides, I'm getting married. My parents got married by a certain age. I have I think it was 8 or 9 months to find who I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. And then I'll have the one part that's missing. But she doesn't want just anybody to marry. She wants a love like her parents had, which is so sweet. So knowing that she's in a small town and the options really aren't there aren't that many options, she decides she's going to ask out the hot banker. And let's just say that date didn't go too well. She has a horrible date. She hears him say that basically she's the most boring person. She's pretty, but he's not interested. And in the middle of this date going bad, in walks Will, our sexy tattooed bodyguard. And she's shocked to see him because he's not supposed to be there. He walks up to the table. He says hello. He's giving this guy the side eye. Why are you rushing out on this girl, right? You can tell that he likes her, but that he doesn't want to admit it. And after she leaves, he's with his date that he brought to the restaurant, and he keeps calling her Annie. And she's like, what's up with you? And they have more of a casual relationship. He realizes that he can't get Annie out of his mind. And that is so stinking cute. Now he's going back to Rome, Kentucky to work for Amelia because they're planning their wedding. And that's the couple from the first book. We'll see where this is going. We get a little blip from Will, and he doesn't trust people because he saw growing up his parents cheating on each other and lying and fighting constantly. So to him, he doesn't want that. He doesn't want to be married. He doesn't want to be in a serious relationship. That's not what's going to work for him. But now Annie's in the back of his mind and he can't get her out of it. So that's where we're at so far. I really like it. There's just something about Sarah Adams books that are comforting and cozy and just make you want to curl up and read. So I am going to continue reading and I will bring you back with an update. It has been about a day. I'm just so exhausted. I'm laying on my couch right now. We are halfway through Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, and it is so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. I really like Annie and Will. She's described as this sweet, cute angel, girl, doesn't do anything wrong. And he's this bad boy, got tattoos, tough bodyguard, joined the armed forces. I can't remember which one right now. And I'm loving that we're getting to see another side of Annie. Will is helping her try new things and be spontaneous and just be herself, and that she doesn't need to change for someone to like her, that it's their problem if they don't like her, not hers. So that's kind of where we're at. We're halfway through. They're starting to show some affection towards each other, and she likes him, and he likes her. You can tell it from page 1, but he's still not really admitting it. It's just very sweet. And I love that the Sarah Adams books aren't crazy spicy. So we're gonna probably finish the rest of this tonight, is what I think. I'm gonna go lay in bed and just read for the rest of the night. I did it. I finished Practice Makes Perfect late last night. I was so tired. I just didn't have the energy to turn the camera on and make an update. But this was cute. This is one of those super fluffy romances that's just going to be a fun, good time. I really like Will and Annie together. I've been holding it upside down. Lord, that's the type of day I'm having today. If you can't tell, I'm tired. Anyways, I really do like Annie and Will together. I liked the bad boy, good girl vibes that it gave. And yeah, I think if you just want a fun, cute, fluffy romance, this is the perfect one for you. Continuing with knocking some books off of our physical TPR that are series we've already started. I think there are a couple books that are towards the top of that TBR, and Enchantra is one of them, and Scythe and Sparrow is one of them. And that would be completing 2 series right there. I think let's go with Enchantra. I've been really wanting to read this book for quite a while. It just came out. Part of me wanted to wait until October to read it so it would give me those spooky vibes, but heard such good things about it. We're gonna mood read our way through and choose Enchantra as our next read. It's about 8:30 at night now, and I've read about 50 pages of Enchantra. Our FMC is Genevieve, and this is Ophelia's sister from book 1. I'm a little confused, but I think it's just because this is the beginning of the book. But it seems that she found a locket or a picture of some sort in her mother's things. She's writing the guy that was in the picture, thinking that she's going to find answers about herself through this guy, and that maybe there are other necromancers. She's in, I think, Italy, and she has an invitation that was meant for her mother to Enchantra. She shows up late on purpose, even though they told her not to be late. She uses, if you read the first book, continue. If you haven't read the first book, you might not want to hear this part. So she uses those like specter powers to get in to the house she's not supposed to be in because they told her to leave. Now she's trapped in Enchantra when she wasn't supposed to be. And that's basically like a very quick synopsis of the first 50 pages. And it's not spoilers for this book because basically it's exactly what the back of the book says, but it's pretty good. It's addicting. And I remember why I got sucked in so quickly to Phantasma. I'm exhausted though. I'll probably read for about another hour tonight and then just call it a night. We will be continuing this for at least another hour. I have officially finished Enchantra, and it was so good. At first, when I started this book, it reminded me of that scary movie where the girl marries into the family and she has to survive the night or die. And that's kind of the vibe I was getting from this. And while that is a correct vibe, it is so much more than that. I loved this book. And I loved that we got little bits and pieces of Ophelia and Salem from book one. I didn't expect what happened to happen. I thought I had it planned out completely differently. And I'm so happy that I was wrong because this was even better. This ending was even better than I expected. I don't know what I'm rating this yet. It's like between 4 and 5 stars. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I think I'm going to take the rest of the night just to process and enjoy thinking about this world before I jump into another book. If you haven't read this series yet, you need to. It is fantastic. It has been a little over a day since I finished Phantasma, and I'm really enjoying just taking my time and really paying attention to everything happening in the books instead of just rushing through them like sometimes I do. Today's the first nice day in forever, so I'm going to spend some time outside reading. And I think the next book we're going to jump right into is Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver. I loved Butcher and Blackbird. I liked Leather and Lark, but I think this is going to be a contender for my favorite out of the series. I've heard so many good things about it. My favorite part about Bryn Weaver books are the trigger warnings. Okay, so for instance, it says, as much as Scythe and Sparrow is a dark romantic comedy and will hopefully make you laugh through the madness, it's still dark. Read responsibly. So some of the triggers are eyeballs, also eyelids. I don't even know how that's a thing. Cotton candy, sausages and or hot dogs, ill-advised use of staple guns, drug-addicted raccoons, clowns, sexy clowns, medical trauma, etc., etc., etc. So she always promises us a good time. So I'm going to spend some time outside reading Scythe and Sparrow, and I'll bring you back with an update. Guys, ignore my scrubbiness. I feel like I haven't really done anything but lay in bed for a couple days. I'm not feeling great, but I forgot to update you on Butcher and Blackbird. I can't believe I've taken this long to update you. I'm in love. Or not Butcher and Blackbird. What am I saying? Oh my God. Scythe and Sparrow? Yes, Scythe and Sparrow. At least that's how I think you pronounce it. I'm like, obviously I'm not feeling great. I can't even think. But I'm in love. And what it is, I did like Leather and Lark, but not as much as Butcher and Blackbird. And I think what is happening with this third book in the Ruinous Love trilogy is that we're getting Sloane vibes again from this FMC, but like baby Sloane vibes, because Sloane is just so unhinged. I don't think anyone can match her, but I don't even remember that MMC. Rowan, I think it was. But this FMC is unhinged in her own way, and I love her. She also is giving me like Sibby vibes, but not in the crazy psychotic way, more in the I want to save people from bad men type of way. She works at a circus, so that's kind of why I relate her a little bit to Sibby. It's great. I don't want to give, like, I feel like these books you really got to go into blind because it just makes it so much more fun. You do get to see snips from the other books of Fionn. Oh my lord. I'm going to call him Fionn, but I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. You do get to see snips of her and Fionn in the other books. The way that they are in this book and you're seeing inside their heads makes them so much better. And you know what? I think he's my favorite MMC out of this trilogy so far. It is always the quiet ones. He is such a nerd, and I mean that in like the best way. I would I am more feral over the nerdy guys than any of the others. I love the undercover nerd here, although it's not really that undercover. I don't know. I'm about halfway through, and I think I will probably finish this tonight because I'm not moving from my bed. I made myself a coffee and I'm just gonna keep going. This book is so good. Highly recommend. I already know this is a freaking amazing book, and it does rival Butcher and Blackbird. Hi guys, I suck. I have been sick for the past like 3 or 4 days, and I was not able to record any like actual footage of me finishing Scythe and Sparrow, but I did finish it. I have not moved from this bed in those 3 to 4 days. Excuse me, you could probably still hear my sickness in my voice. I can't kick it, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my like sinuses or allergies or whatever, or I'm just sick, but I did like Scythe and Sparrow. I do think it gave me Butcher and Blackbird vibes. It gave me Sibby vibes, but not as psychotic, I guess you could say. I loved the little hint at the end of this book of what a possible future book could be. I need that. I need that in my life. I need that story that they've hinted at. I think it's going to be phenomenal. I do feel like you did get a lot of flashbacks in this book to the other two books and situations that have happened, and you're just getting them from Rose and Fionn's point of view, which is fine. I don't know if this would be my favorite book per se, but Fionn is my favorite MMC out of the 3 MMCs. Yeah, give me the nerdy ones. Anytime, any day, the silent nerdy guy is the one I will be feral for. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth in my reading wrap up probably next week. I think this is a perfect point to stop at. I'm going to go back to bed and rest. I did have to get up and get some things done this morning. So yeah, I'm going to rest for the rest of the day and come back ready to go next week. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you are new here and you like reading vlogs and bookish content, make sure you subscribe so you can follow along with me. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. I hope you guys had a great time, and I will see you in the next one.